Hmm. What is going on at this hour? Oh, welcome, welcome. It is such an honor to finally meet you. Welcome to our humble estate, where you will surely have the time of your life. Um, we will probably uh, chat in the morning, since I'm so very exhausted from the day. Marlene, please be a dear and take the new librarian to their new quarters. They have such a long journey here. While you're doing that, I will be going back to the comfort of my bed. See you both in the morning.
Hello, I'm Marlin. I'm uh I'm her assistant. It's a pleasure to meet you. We haven't had a new employee, so to speak, in quite a while, but you look like you fit in already, which is a good thing. Come on, I'll show you to your quarters. I'll get your bags too. You sure? All right then. Just follow me then. Yeah, it is a pretty big place. It's easy for people to get lost, especially if they're new. Heck, even sometimes I get lost. I've been here for about a year. It's actually pretty peaceful here. Nothing bad ever really happens. It's calm, quiet, and it's away from the big hustle and bustle from the city, but it is close enough to other people. We might get some visitors sometimes, maybe here and there. Oh, they're all nice people. I've never had any bad experiences with them. Neither has Martha. Yeah, she had a really long day. I try to help her as much as I can, but she likes to do things her own way. I don't argue with her. She pays the bills, she pays me, she makes me happy, I make her happy, everybody's happy. I do whatever she tells me to do, really. She needs me to clean something, I clean it. Needs me to organize something, I organize it. She needs me to write something down, I write it down. I'm the assistant after all. Whatever she says goes. And I'm not going to object. I like to help people. I like to be needed. It's just my personality, I guess. But what about you? What made you want to work here at a manor like this? Besides there being, well, a library all to yourself. Martha does really, really like to read. Is that why you applied? Because you also like to read? Huh, that's actually pretty interesting. I haven't read a book in a long time, mostly because I don't have the time to nowadays. I mostly grew up reading comics, actually. That's what I always had my face buried in. Always a comic book. I would even sneak them into school sometimes and read them there. Sometimes I have a couple of minutes to get back into reading them, but it's been a while since I had, a good hour or two to kill and I just sit down and read one out. I miss those days. But now we're here. Can't harp on the past, right? Yeah, exactly. The past is in the past and we're in the now. We just got to live for, the moment, I guess. But what else do you like to do? You have any other hobbies besides reading and taking after books? Oh, doodling. That's actually pretty impressive. I can't draw at all. Whenever I try, I just end up going back to the old stick figure routine. Yeah, I started drawing because I wanted to be a comic book artist. But then one thing led to another, and blah, 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 mistakes here, routine there, and, well, I wound up here. I'll tell you about it one day. But that was one of my hobbies. Kind of. It wasn't really a hobby because I was never really good at it, but I'm sure if I got the time now, I could definitely improve on my skill. What do you think? Oh, huh, thanks for the encouragement. It means a lot. So, how did you hear about this place? Oh, so you work for somebody else kind of doing the same thing. Yeah, having a private study is really a sign that you made it here for some reason. Used to be having a Rolex or $1,000 suit or having this or that or fancy cars and priceless pieces of art, but now it's actually quite enjoyable. Having your own little place of peace and solitude in your own house with so much literature and knowledge all at the fingertips. And the coolest part is it's not on a computer or a smartphone. It's there physically with ink and paper. It's really fascinating how old things are. I wouldn't doubt that we have some books that are 100 years old here. I did do some looking around. The oldest book I found was pre World War II, I think 1930s era. If you can find it, let me know. I was actually quite interested in it, but then I lost it somewhere here. Yeah, she likes her library a lot. She really, really loves to read. It's one of her favorite things to do to kill time. And sometimes she has a lot of time to kill, sometimes not. Sometimes it's all business, 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 business. Other times it's just do whatever you want for the day. But she knows how to enjoy her money her way. So who's to say what's wrong and what's right? She treats me well. She acknowledges me as a person. It's kind of rare for that, especially with me. I was always kind of made fun of and picked on, but now it feels good to have somebody. I mean, yeah, she's my boss, but she listens. And we always talk to each other whenever we need to. When I have a bad day, when she has a bad day, her ears are always open. She always wants to help too, but she understands that sometimes business needs to come first. I can't say I blame her. You have to keep the house after all. Oh, believe me, your job will not be as stressful as mine. Just keeping this small area tidy and clean. That's just about it. And I'll be sure to check on you every day. I know Martha will try, but sometimes she might miss you a day here or there, depending on, workflow and schedule and meeting, phone call, blah, 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 big business stuff. But I'll always be sure to check in on you. I promise. Yeah, she's not a bad boss. She's actually one of the best I've ever had. The first boss I ever had? Oh, man. That was Michael De La Cruz. Yeah, that Michael De La Cruz. He just retired. That was pretty much it. He just went, Marlon, I'm retired. Do whatever you want. Quite literally. I didn't know what to do then. Other than I needed a place to stay, and, well, he never really kicked me out of the house, but I knew I still wanted to work, so I asked him, and he said, Martha. At first I didn't know what he meant, and then he told me. Yeah, Martha's really sweet. And she accepted me with open arms. I didn't even have a resume. It was more just, hey, here he is. He's yours now. And then that was pretty much it. Nothing too fancy. Well, here are your quarters. It's not much, but you could definitely call it home. Yeah, it is pretty cozy, and you can do whatever you want in here. Put up pictures, put up some posters. It's all up to you. Maybe some other lights that are a little bit brighter. It's all up to you. But I kept it clean for you. Here, let me put the stuff on your bed for now. Whew. Good thing those weren't too heavy. I thought my arms were going to fall off. Well, I should probably get ready for the morning. After all, it's been a long night. Actually, you are right. I should probably get some sleep. I have been up for a while. It was great meeting you. And again, I'm Marlon. But if you need anything, just knock on my door. I'll always answer. Have a great night.